Hello and welcome to Natural Sciences. Today's topic is respiration. Did you know that respiration is the major manufacturer of energy that we use to go about our daily lives? How? We are going to find out through this lesson. So by the end of this lesson, these are the things that you need to be able to do. You need to be able to define the term respiration, explain the importance of respiration in living organisms, describe the process of respiration, list the requirements of respiration, list the products of respiration, and lastly, you need to be able to write the equation for respiration. So this is our concept map, which gives us guidance as to how our lesson is structured for today. The first concept that we are going to tackle is respiration definition and explanation. We will then move on to requirements of respiration, and then we are going to speak about the products of respiration. We will then look at the importance of respiration in living organisms, and then lastly we are going to look at the equation for respiration. For this lesson, you should already know that plants make their own food through the process of photosynthesis. This is when the plant takes in radiant energy from the sun to fuel chemical reaction between water and carbon dioxide in the chloroplast to produce glucose, which is a type of sugar that is stored in the plant, and also to produce oxygen. The starch is stored in the plant as energy. The plants and other organisms that feed on the plants will then use this energy for their life processes. Do you still remember what the 7 life processes are? Let us quickly describe them and see how much you remember. So, if you remember, the first life process that we have is movement. And this is the ability to shift from one place to another. That is movement. Our second life process is reproduction. This is you being able to multiply or make many of your own kind. The third life process is sensitivity. This is the ability to respond to change in the environment, so being sensitive. And then our fourth one is growth, the ability to develop from being a baby to a fully developed adult, that is growth. And then number 5 is respiration, which is what we are going to tackle today. This is a chemical process in which chemical energy stored in food is released using oxygen. And then number 6, we have excretion, which is the ability to get rid of waste that is inside of an organism's body. And our last life process is nutrition, which is being able to eat for energy to do tasks. If you look at it, the last one, number 7 and number 5, they actually work hand in hand, because number 7 is eating for energy, while number 5 speaks about the process of producing the energy. So if you remember these ones, then you are very good. One of the easiest ways to remember them is the acronym Mrs. Green. So if you look at the first 3 alphabets, they spell Mrs., and this one is Green. So that is how you remember all 7 of them. Now, these are the new terms that we are going to be introduced to during this lesson. The first one is a cell. This is the smallest structure. It is microscopic because we need a microscope to see it, that can live on its own and also makes up all the structures, the organs, and the organisms that live on the earth. So that is the cell, the basic unit of life. And then the second term is respiration. This is the process in cells where sugars are broken down using oxygen and energy is released back into the organism's body. So that is respiration. And our last term is mitochondria. The mitochondria are structures in the cell of plants and animals that are responsible for generating energy needed for life processes in all living organisms. So these are the new terms that we are going to come across during this lesson. I am going to leave it here for now, and I'll see you after the break.